Hello everyone, my name is Big Head Code, and if you saw part 1 of the real-world origins of Tekken characters, you'd know that some of gaming's most iconic characters are based on real people or characters from other forms of media. Today, I'm going to be talking about more real-world origins of Tekken characters. Part 2. If you like these sort of videos, please leave a like and subscribe as I try to upload 2 to 3 videos a week. And thank you to Redditor Stubram2 for noting King's Priest, who's a pro wrestler supporting an orphanage backstory, was inspired by real-life Priest, who's a pro wrestler supporting an orphanage, Frey Tormenta, whom for 23 years performed as a lucha libre wrestler in order to support an orphanage. His story would go on to be the basis for a number of movies, most notably the 2006 film Nacho Libre. Anyway, on to the video. Yoshimitsu made his debut in Tekken 1, released in 1994, and he is one of the 6 characters to have appeared in all main Tekken games. Described as a space ninja in the manual for Tekken 1, Yoshimitsu is the leader of the Manji clan, an honorable group of thieves that gives to the less fortunate. Though many of his different character designs can appear otherworldly, Tekken producer Katsuhiro Harada has stated that under his armor, Yoshimitsu is indeed a human. His original design was based on the character Taida no Kikuchiyo from the Namco game Genpai Tomoden, released exclusively in Japan in 1986. Kikuchiyo is an undead samurai brought back to avenge his destroyed clan. Kikuchiyo sports samurai armor, long red hair, and his face resembles that of an Oni or demon mask, much like Yoshimitsu's design in Tekken 1. His design was also most likely inspired by the 1988 film Mirai Ninja, also known as Cyber Ninja. In it, a warrior by the name of Shiranui is captured by enemy forces, and his body is experimented on and modified into the Cyber Ninja. Yoshimitsu's character design also blends traditional Japanese samurai aesthetics with sci-fi inspirations, much like Cyber Ninja, and Namco actually assisted in the production of the film. The character Elisa Boskanovich made her debut in Tekken 6 Bloodline Rebellion. She is a highly intelligent android with the appearance of a human girl and the ability to feel emotions. She also has chainsaws in her arms. Elisa was created by Dr. Boskanovich as a robotic clone of his deceased daughter of the same name. This backstory is very similar to that of the character Astro Boy, who made his debut in a manga series released in 1952. Like Elisa, Astro Boy is a powerful android made to replace the loss of his creator's son. Her chainsaw arms were inspired by the character Ash Williams from the film series Evil Dead. In an interview, Tekken producer Katsuhiro Harada said, "We usually do research for new characters, but Elisa was something we created based on internal staff feedback. We really wanted a character with chainsaws on her arms." Tekken Blood Vengeance scriptwriter Dai Sato then asked if the character was inspired by Ash, and Harada replied, "Exactly, I'm a huge fan of Sam Raimi's Evil Dead." Tiger Jackson made his debut in Tekken 3 as a texture swap for Eddie Gordo. His backstory is shrouded in mystery, but his appearance is that of an Afro-sporting man with disco-inspired attire. His Afro and martial arts background are similar to karate legend and actor Jim Kelly, who rose to fame appearing in a number of blaxploitation films in the early 70s, and is most famously known for playing opposite Bruce Lee in the 1973 film Enter the Dragon. His design is also most likely inspired by the 1960s group the Jackson 5. Not only does he share the same surname, but the Jackson 5 famously sported afros and bell-bottoms, much like Tiger. He also bears a resemblance to Rock and Roll Hall of Fame bass player Bootsy Collins, known for his eccentric style and iconic sunglasses. Paul Phoenix made his debut in Tekken 1 and has appeared in every subsequent title. He is an American fighter who has become somewhat of a joke character later in the series. His most recognizable feature is his trademark hair, which series producer Katsuhiro Harada stated in an interview was inspired by JoJo's Bizarre Adventure character Jean-Pierre Polnareff. His hair is also very similar to the character Guile from the Street Fighter series, who was also inspired by Polnareff. His blonde hair and original red karate gi are also similar to the Street Fighter character Ken. The character Claudio Serafino made his debut in Tekken 7. He is the most powerful member of the Serious Marksmen, a secret society of exorcists who are looking for carriers of the Devil Gene. He is clad in all white and is able to fire an arrow-like projectile during his rage art. His design is most likely inspired by the characters known as the Quincy from the manga and anime series Bleach. Like Claudio, the Quincy sport high-collared white uniforms and wield bows that fire spiritual arrows. Claudio's exorcism background and ability to sense demonic presence is much like the Quincy's medium abilities, allowing them to detect the presence of hollows in the Bleach universe. The character Ogre made his debut as the main antagonist in Tekken 3. Ogre is said to be a biological weapon left on Earth by an ancient alien race and was worshipped by ancient Aztecs as the god of fighting. Prior to the events of Tekken 3, Ogre was discovered in a temple in central Mexico, where he obliterates a group of Tekken Force soldiers and then goes on to attack and kill fighters from around the world, absorbing their strength and moves. His appearance is similar to the depictions of Aztec gods, most notably Quetzalcoatl. Quetzalcoatl was a feathered serpent deity worshipped as the god of wind, air, and learning. He is often depicted as a serpent-like creature with feathers, but is also depicted in an anthropomorphic form. In this form, he has green skin much like Ogre, and in Ogre's true form, his right arm is made of a number of snakes. He is also most likely inspired by the Dragon Ball character, Cell. Like Ogre, Cell is a bioengineered weapon with green skin and multiple forms. He is also able to absorb his opponent's power and utilize their moves much like Ogre. That's all for now, but there's still plenty of characters I've yet to cover. If you know of any other character origins, please leave them below in the comments and I may feature them in a future video. My name is Big Head Code, and thank you again for watching.